I just got this thing for 50 bucks. I want to do a really quick and dirty race mower build with it. Now, if you look, it's got a big old 20.5 horse opposed twin, meaning big block, 46 cubic inch. It's a 1999 engine. It's on a Pulley Pro frame. It has Pulley Pro fenders. It had a Pulley Pro hood. The grill's all busted up. I'm probably going to end up putting a LT2000 hood I have on it. But engine runs beautifully. Just needs a sump gasket. I just overfilled it for now. Has an MST206, and the rear transmission mounts are all screwed up. That side has the bolt, and it's only threaded like halfway in, and that side doesn't have a bolt at all. But it runs and drives right now, you know. No shift pattern thing, but you know, you have neutral there, and you can't go into reverse. So if you're trying to downshift, you can slam it into neutral without accidentally hitting reverse, and you can go into first really easy too. So what I'm going to start with is just dropping the transmission so I can press the pulley off. And when I say quick and dirty, I say that because in this drawer I have a whole bunch of pulleys in here, and somewhere in here I have a 2-inch. I don't know where it's at. There it is. I have a 2-inch here, and I have a 4-inch here. So I might do a 4 to a 2. Okay, next step is done. Rear end's out. I didn't show it, but I also pulled the deck off. Pretty much it's really simple. The brakes on these never work. So I just pulled the brake rod and then pulled the entire assembly off of the thing. And you can see this thing, it needs to come out, it needs a good cleaning. That's all dirt packed in there, you can see. All it is you have to take this bolt out for your shifter. One here, 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 and there should be one here and one here. This one was missing. It had this one, but that one wasn't there. And sometimes on the Craftsman's, they have a belt guard that bolts here and goes over, up, over, and then into that hole. So you have to take that off to get your pulley off. Now you have to pull that clip off there, and hopefully the pulley just slides right off. In most cases, like every Peerless 820 I've ever owned, you have to pull the whole rear end out and put it in a press. If you don't have one, heat it up real hot and put crayons on it and melt the wax down on the pulley, and hopefully it comes off. If not, cut around the outside, and wherever the keyway is, cut along it and split the hub and slide it off. So now I'm going to put this one in the press. Alright, there we go. Pretty much I sat the blowtorch on the hub of the pulley there and let it sit there and get really hot while I went and grabbed the WD-40, sprayed WD-40 on it. You can see you just have a cut off carriage head bolt as a press, and these big blocks under here so it hits the hub. Now, of course, it has to bend down some before it can actually hit these. So the pulley's junk, it's all warped. I don't know how good you can see that, but it's warped bad. That pulley's useless. Take an old junk tire. This one has a cut in the sidewall somewhere. I think on the other side. It'll make a loud pop. It's already did that, and now you just keep on pressing. And it's gonna pop again probably. Okay, the transmission back in. Got the pulley on, got the belt on even. It's an 85 and it's tight. This 85 is like really, really bad. This came from Big Red. I had the engine lock up on Big Red a very long time ago with my old 18 horse. And it was like in gear, and it kept rolling at like 30 miles an hour with the engine locked up. So it shredded the belt, kind of burnt it up, but like it's still in one piece and it still got tight. So I'm gonna run that This transmission mount was broken. I had to replace it with a new one, and I had to re-tap the hole there for 3/8. And then this side, I didn't re-tap the hole, but I think it did strip out. So if I go on a test drive, I need to make sure that bolt stays in. Then I put another mount where the brakes used to go, just for a little extra support in case that bolt falls out, especially. So far it's looking good. I don't think I can go any bigger on the engine pulley. So I'm not gonna put a 4 on there because it has about the perfect amount of clutch travel already. So I'm just gonna leave a 3.5 to a 2 for now. This was the mount I replaced, if you're wondering. It's all bent up for one. Kind of see that, and it's been re-welded. Jump. So I'm gonna put the hitch back on. A lot of people are like, oh, you don't need to put the hitch back on, you need to put the hitch back on. If you look, the top of the frame and the bottom of the frame are, the top of the frame has 2 bolts and a thin bracket keeping it from flexing, and the bottom is the transmission case. And if you hit something that flexes around, or you dump the clutch and it torques up, it'll shatter the case. So you need to keep the hitch on there to make sure it actually has support all the way around. picture, a screenshot of how fast I got this thing to go here in